Assalamualaikum and have a good day everyone. In this video, we will learn about Subtopic 1.3 Growth Curve from Chapter 1, Form 5. What is growth curve? Before we learn about the growth curve, there are several types of plant based on their life cycle, which are annual plant, perennial plants, biennial plants. So this is the example of annual plant, perennial plant and biennial plant. Let's discuss more about annual plant, perennial plant and biennial plant. Annual plant. Annual plant are plants that have only one life cycle for a season for a year. These plants usually die after completing their biological cycle, which start from germination and end with flowering and producing seeds. Examples of annual plants are paddy, pumpkin, watermelon. Next, what is biennial plant? Biennial plant means plants which take 2 years or with 2 seasons of growth to complete their life cycle. The first growth season is the vegetative growth, which is the growth of roots, leaf and stem structure, whereas the second growth season is reproduction. Most of the biennial plants grow in temperate regions. After going through vegetative growth, this plant briefly stop the growth process during winter. During spring and summer, the growth continues as preparation for reproduction by flowering. This plant produces fruit and seed, and eventually the plant will die. Examples of biennial plants are cabbage, carrot, and silver comb. Next, perennial plant. Perennial plants refer to plants which live more than 2 years. These plants have longer lifespan depending on the species and condition. Perennial plant can be classified into 2 categories. First, woody perennial plants. Second, herbaceous perennial plants. Most of these plants are able to flower and bear fruits many times throughout their life. These plants have structure that are adaptable to their surrounding and temperature change. Example of perennial plants are grass. This is the example of herbaceous perennial plant, hibiscus plant, woody perennial plant, and mango plant. Example of woody perennial plants. Next, we will discuss about the growth curve in plant. The growth curve in plant based on the type of plant, which are annual plant, biennial plant and perennial plant. So this is the growth curve of annual plant. They have 4 phases. First, the growth curve is a sigmoid curve. Sigmoid curve means the S shape of the graph. Stage A. During stage A, the decreasing dry mass food stored in the dicotyledon is used for germination before the leaf emerge to carry out photosynthesis. So, they are decreasing in their dry mass. Second phase, B. During stage B, increasing dry mass. The rate of growth increases rapidly. This is because the plant has carried out photosynthesis. The third phase is C. During stage C, constant dry mass. The rate of growth is 0 and plant is matured stage. Constant dry mass. And the last one is phase D. During phase D, decreasing dry mass happens slowly because of aging, lower rate of photosynthesis, shading of leaf and flower, and seed dispersal. So, decreasing dry mass. Next. Okay, so this is the explanation of every stage during growth in the growth curve of annual plant. Next, we will discuss about the growth curve of biennial plant. Biennial plant is contain more two season. Okay, so they have two CMOD curve which are combined. First growth season, first part, the plant produce leaf, photosynthesis take place. The food is stored in tubers. The second growth season, the season store, the food stored is used to produce flower and seeds. So there are for the growth curve of the biennial plant, two CMOD curve which are combined. Because the biennial plant refer to the plant take 2 years for 2 seasons of the growth to complete their life cycle. Okay, this is the picture of growth curve of the perennial plant. The growth curve is a series of small CMOD curve. We can see the small CMOD curve combined together. Every year, the growth curve is a CMOD curve. Growth occur throughout the lifespan of the plant. The rate of growth is high during spring and summer. High light intensity increases the rate of photosynthesis. The rate of growth decreases in winter.